Hey guys, this is Bob from BeGracefull with 2Ls.com, coming to you live here from beautiful Broadway, North Carolina. And I wanted to jump on, just kind of updated the podcast and threw this out there because I wanted to dive into some specific healing beliefs. You know, we've been talking about healing beliefs and what the beliefs were that began to heal me and open up my heart. I guess that's why it's kind of a good thing that I'm wearing my tie-dye heart t-shirt today. And so I wanted to go over them and kind of break it down for you and kind of dive into those. So the first healing belief that began to radically make my life better was this: all things are spiritual, and the spiritual are in all things. And by all things, I mean all moments, all beings, all everything that happens in my life, and everyone who comes into my life and comes out of my life. Again, the spiritual is in all things, and all things are spiritual. And that really altered the way that I look at my reality, and it really made a lot of things better because I began to have to dive into why certain things upset me and why I had certain fear. And we're going to dive more into fear here in just a minute. But that's number one. The second one that I shared on the podcast, and check it out, the BeGracefull with 2Ls podcast. The second one that I shared was that Jesus didn't come to change God's mind about man. He came to change man's mind about who the divine is, who God is. What's the very nature, the very fiber of God's being is perfect love. Love that's beyond human comprehension. Love that we can't comprehend, but we can rest in. And in that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful life. So that's the second one. All things are spiritual. Spiritual's in all things. The divine, Jesus came to change man's mind about God, not the other way around. Thank you, Richard Rohr, for some wonderful books and some wonderful teaching material on that. Okay. The third healing belief and the third kind of core belief is that perfect love gets rid of all fear, not just some, but all fear. And why is that crucial to understand? Is because fear is what keeps us from having a great life and great moments right here, right now. So understand that. That's another, like I say, one of my core beliefs that I have now that make my life better day by day by day. So the fourth one, I'm trying to remember now. The fourth one is really simply, spirituality is in all things, and all things are spiritual. Jesus came to change man's mind about who the divine is, how they operate, what the very fiber of their being is. Third thing is that perfect love, which is the divine, casts out all fear. So the next healing belief that I follow and that I believe and that's helping me on a day-to-day basis is this: if I am afraid of anything, that is obviously a point where I need to grow in faith. So the fear comes up to grow in faith. And that goes hand in hand with the what is faith? Well, faith is simply this. Faith is resting. Resting. So as I rest in the idea that all things are spiritual, spiritual is all things, as I rest in the idea that Jesus came to show us the very nature of the divine, and that nature is perfect love throws out all fear, then the next thing I need to remember is that if there's any fear, the one that I see as the divine needs to change. My thoughts, my beliefs, there's something inside of me that is making it not right for me. Because remember, if the divine is perfect love, the divine wants you to have an amazing, amazing, amazing life right here, right now. And that is at the very core of all of these beliefs. And so as I begin to see fear and feel fear and experience fear, I can begin to say, okay, hey, that's not what I want my life to be about. That's not where it's at. Okay? And faith is simply resting in that belief and resting in that understanding. And so as we begin to rest, we begin to grow a wonderful, wonderful life. Because remember this, perfect love is about you as you are. And again, this is another core belief. So perfect love is about you as you are, knowing that you are divine in your very nature, in the very fiber of your being, in the core of your soul. You are divine. And as a result of that divinity, you can rest in that being. And that's where all goodness, all joy, all happiness, all peace, all hope come from that understanding. I hope this makes it clear. Remember this, Be Graceful, where you are always, BeGracefull with 2Ls.com, where you are always going to be reminded that you, just as you are divine. You are eternally loved. You are eternally and everlastingly and unconditionally embraced by perfect love, which resides within you, in your soul, because that part of you that is divine is within you. And they will never leave you nor forsake you. The more you rest there, the better life becomes. Love you guys. We'll chat soon.